Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for the new moon in Virgo, which is on the 7th of September 2021. It is here anyway in Asia, and so I'm going with this date, but it's the energies around this new moon, of course, which affect us either side, usually 3 days either side of a new moon and a full moon. So let's get into it. I've got a live show 3 times a week live here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I would love to see you in there. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they are available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that below. In the comments, I'll put a link for the reduced price new moon readings as well. If you'd like to get one of those, there'll be a limited availability from behealing.com. Find a link for that up there as well. So let's see, what have we all got going on? This new moon in Virgo, willing entanglement. Getting involved with something willingly or someone willingly here. Now, I'm just having a look at the imagery on this as well. She's got her legs bound there. She can't move forward. It's almost like she can't do anything else but get into this. So there's an element of being pushed into it here, but it's not against your will. It's willing, but there doesn't seem to be anything else you can do. To me, the energies here that I'm picking up on as well is about having to take action forward because there's nowhere else you can go. It's like a kangaroo. You have to go forward because you can't jump backwards. And so even though you're willingly getting into something, there's an element here of having to move forward. There's nothing else you can do. You have to move forward. Chicken, what's up with you? Banging on the door. Patience. So moving forward slowly on a new beginning, which is the new moon, planting seeds and being patient with the unfolding of that. There's nothing you can do but move forward is what I'm getting clearly from these energies today. Let's get the tarot out and find out more about that. I'm going to let Chicken Cat out first. She's banging on the door. Look at go. She likes to sit on the chair out there instead of in here with me now in the air conditioner. So, what have we all got going on today for this new moon in Virgo? Tell us more about it. Walking away from something and towards something else. This is matters of the heart. You're willingly getting entangled in it. It's moving forward. You're having to move forward on it. There's actions to take. You want to, but also there's nothing else you can do but move forward on this. It's too late to turn back, is what I just heard there. Too late to turn back. There's some heartbreak about it, though, that you're going to have to let some things go in order to have this new beginning here. But there is only one way, and that's forward. Tell us more. Fast forward here. The Chariot. Coming from balance, seeing balanced on top of that Chariot there. There's a victory. You're headed toward victory now. It's almost like you had a hard decision to make, and now you're headed toward victory now, and it can speed up from here. You're going to have patience with it, but there really is nothing else you can do, just in case you were blaming yourself for it, because I don't know why I keep on saying that. There's judgment. That's why. It's almost like you're making excuses of why you've got to do this, even though you're willing to do it. You might be telling people, well, I had no other option. I've got to do this. You do it anyway. Like, you are choosing to do it, but you're making excuses. Why are you making excuses? You know how, say, if we're leaving our job just because we want to get a new job, and we might start making excuses, all kinds of excuses for why we want to leave the job that we're leaving. Some of them might be true, but some of them might be a bit embellished, just to, as if other people need to validate us moving forward, so we may need to make it out worse than it was. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting a kind of an energy like that. So be careful of that, making excuses. I mean, you don't need to muddy up your energy. You can just say, I'm choosing this, I want this, I'm moving forward with it. It could be that simple. You don't need to make excuses. 8 of Cups. What's this 8 of Cups? Walking away from something towards something new now. The only way is forward. And it's up as well. I mean, you're headed toward a victory here, so the only way is up. Wow. building on the energies that we had yesterday. Muse of inspiration, all that fiery passion that we had yesterday, hermiting away. Yesterday's reading, go out and check it out. If you didn't watch it yesterday, or you haven't watched it already, check it out, because it was powerful, about a couple coming together. If that's you, or if it's someone around you, it's exactly this energy. Hermiting away with someone else. It's like leaving behind an old situation, getting together, finally being together, and kind of retreating away with your lover, in this like passionate love nest kind of thing. So it could still be about that stuff. Of course, if that was your story yesterday, it will be about that stuff. I mean, that significant life-changing energy that we had yesterday in the energy update there. If you haven't watched it, stop this video, pause this video, and then go back and watch that, and then come back to this, because it will make much more sense. And for some of you, it's not happening for you, but it'll be happening to someone around you, and it'll have something to do with it. It's all good. So things are changing, but the energy is big. Might be making excuses, like I said, about it. Of course, if it is that situation, if it's about you getting together with the lover and there's stuff to leave behind, for sure. People having opinions about it and all of that. We've still got that energy going on here today. The heartbreak for what we've left behind there. Ton of emotions, feeling it all. This is the happily ever after, but there is some heartbreak involved in it here. I need another card. Why the heartbreak though? Ton of emotions, that just doesn't seem to fit, does it? Oh, you're intuiting it. Okay, so it's feeling it for other people, of what you're walking away from. It's a double-edged sword there. So feeling really happy for your happily ever after, but intuiting the heartbreak that's going on in others, and feeling heartbroken yourself because of that. So whoever you've left behind or left out of this, the energies for this new moon, it's not about making excuses for what you've done. There's nothing wrong with what you've done, but you don't need to make excuses for it. You don't need to be heartbroken about other people's reactions to that. Yeah. So don't trip yourself out imagining other people's reactions to the decisions that you've made. Don't let that tripping yourself out cause you to muddy your energetic waters by making excuses and letting people know, well, I did this because of this and that and this and that, making it out to be worse than it was. Suffice to say, it's my choice. It's my life. I want to do this. I want to be with this person. I love them, and that's it. That's all you need to say, you know? So perception, you don't need to change other people's perception of it. You do need to change your perception of it though, because there could be a whole lot of guilt behind this. That might be what the Three of Swords is about, guilt. Yeah, could be. So fast forward, try and clean up your energy here and go fast forward toward what it is that you want with the Chariot independently. So with your focus independent. In other words, self-validation, telling yourself this is the right thing for me, it's the right thing for my partner, or whoever else is involved with this energy with you. And I'm allowed to plant my own seeds, reap my own rewards, make my own decisions. This is my life, my body, my choice, my life, my choice, my time, my choice, my heart, my choice, my love, my choice, my energy, my choice. What's behind this? So it is all about releasing guilt, isn't it? I think. Just too many. What's behind this Chariot and the Nine of Materials here? Chariot and the Nine of Materials. Duality. So you're being pulled in two directions because of the guilt. For moving forward and starting something new, or for making a clean decision to get into a relationship out of another relationship, to leave your job behind and get into a new job. There's guilt involved in this, making excuses about it. Don't do that. Be self-reliant, make a clean choice just because you want to. That's enough. You don't need to justify it. You don't need to keep yourself in that duality. And then you can go like fast forward toward your joy here and circumvent the judgment in others. If you're not judging yourself, other people, well, they might judge you, they might not judge you, but it's not going to get to you if you're not judging yourself. It's just going to be an opinion, you know? Like online, there's people with opinions, right? And you can say something as innocent as like, I like chocolate ice cream. And people will reply to that or butthurt about it, going, oh, you're saying vanilla's not good enough for you, or whatever. That there's just opinions, people that get triggered by all kinds of stuff. So there's no decision that you can make, not even the flavor of your ice cream, without some people getting triggered by it. But that's not your concern, right? It's not your concern. And so don't let other people's judgment pull you into self-judgment. Emperor, be the creator of it yourself. Like, be in control. Be standalone, kind of. I'm not saying like standalone as in not connected with everyone else, but don't let their opinions and judgments define who you are or how you feel, especially. Yeah, don't let them define how you feel, especially. So be in control of yourself. Be the creator, the emperor, in charge, large and in charge here of your own life and your own decisions. And it's enough just to want something and make a decision for yourself. You don't need to come up with good excuses for everyone in order to manage their judgment, because their judgment is about their ego, and it's about them projecting their ego onto you. What's behind this is retreat. Yeah, just get away from them. Get away from their point of view. Don't even think about their point of view. Don't do the whole, oh, but what if they're thinking this and they say this and then I'm going to say that. And it's 11:11 right now. What if they say that and then I'm going to say that? So don't trip yourself out about other people's judgments. Retreat your mind energy from that. What's going on in our love lives today for this new moon? Let your friends help you. Heart-to-heart conversations. So you might want to talk to your friends about what's going on here. Your true friends, not the ones that are going to judge you. You might want to, if you are tripping yourself out, talk to them about it, Call your friend up, your close friend, and say, hey, trying to make excuses in my mind just to like appease everyone else because I want to change my job, but it's all right for me to change my job, isn't it? And they'll say, yes, of course it's all right for you to change your job. Don't worry about them and this person and that person. Have your heart-to-heart conversation there. Now this is about love life. So yeah, if you've chosen a relationship, call your friend up about it. Have a heart-to-heart conversation there. You might want to tell your partner about it as well. What's going on inside of you and how you're tripping yourself out, just to get it off your chest, because when we do express things or write it down as well, but it says heart-to-heart conversation, so talk it through with someone else. But when we talk it through with someone else or we write it down, we get it out of our minds. It doesn't need to go around and around and around in our minds. It's like when you wake up in the middle of the night with an idea, you write it down, right, so that you can get back to sleep. Because if you don't write it down, it's going to go around and around and around in your mind until you're fully awake, and you're not going to be able to get back to sleep. And it's exactly the same with issues and problems like this, is if we write it down, if we speak it out in a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody, it releases it. It releases it from us so it doesn't go around and around. Because our ego mind, it wants to be heard. And if it's not been written down or spoken out, it thinks it hasn't been heard. And so that's when we start thinking about things over and over and over again and running scenarios. And sometimes we can run scenarios for hours and hours and all day. And you don't want to do that to yourself. Your dreams need a practical plan. So there's some planning going on today as well for changes that you've got going in your life with this forward movement that I'm getting here. A lot of forward movement here. 8 of Cups, the Chariot. What else? Detachment and patience. So have patience with yourself while you detach from tripping yourself out. Detach from the fears and the guilt and the excuses that your mind is coming up with to try and justify what it is that you've done. It's okay. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, we need to start making ourselves like enough. It's enough just to make a decision for ourselves. We don't have to say why. So we've got abundance here as well. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Try and keep that positive mindset. And yeah, try not to imagine the worst case scenarios. Try to imagine the best case scenarios, kind of thing. stabbed in the back. There is that energy there. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So you could be being attacked here by others, or you could just be thinking that you're going to be attacked by others. Yeah, again, you got the Hermit card there, so do retreat from these energies that are unsettling you here. Try not to focus on them. Or talk them over with a friend or your partner. Yep. Frying pan, trouble, accusations in the wok bar. It's in this reading. And also about money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So that could be what it's about. Hey, some of you could have won the lotto or something like that, and you're deciding to home it away, spend it on yourself, decide what you're passionate about. Meanwhile, feeling guilty about it. Meanwhile, everyone else is like, they should give me some of that stuff. They should spend it on this. You should spend it on that. You should give it to charity. All of the things that people come up with, all their opinions about how someone else should spend their money. And really, it's none of anyone else's business how you spend your money, especially for charity. It's no one's business who you give charity to, whether you do or not, or who it is that you give charity to. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. A boat and a carriage there as well. Something in that. You could be going away. Hermit energy. Could be leaving a place behind. Hermit energy. Passionate. Could be with your partner in a boat and then a carriage. Taxi, I would say that is, rather than a carriage. I don't know. You could be all romantic and go horse-drawn carriage kind of thing. Oh, it's kind of gnarly energy. Anyway, think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag right here. I'm about to pick some of them out, one of them out. Not some of them, one of them out to answer your question. So be formulating your question in your mind. I'll get back to that shortly. Meanwhile, while you're thinking of your question there for that yes or no answer, let's get some guidance. How best to deal with these energies, this new moon today? I've got a lot of cards here, a lot of guidance. First of all, justice. Justice will prevail. In other words, karma. It will prevail. So it's not all on your shoulders. You don't need to figure it all out yourself and manage it all yourself. Just remember karma. Back off from it and remember karma, right? Don't judge yourself. Otherwise, you're going to get the karma from that. Be okay about yourself. Self-love. Accept yourself and the decisions that you've made. And let them get their own karma as well. You also don't need to dish out other people's karma. A cycle is completed. Let it complete. Let a new one begin, man. You got the star. You got the wishes coming true. This is also about healing too. Healing yourself. It's about having hope that this blows over. The Wheel of Fortune suggests that it is going to blow over, that luck's going to be on your side. Wow, powerful cards. And the Page of Pentacles, you'll hear about that soon. There will be a message of that. It's all blowing over soon. Whatever it is that's going on, you're not going to feel so guilty about it. So why trip yourself out into the guilt right now while you're going through whatever it is that you're going through? Let me know in the comments what you're going through here, because this energy is quite dramatic in whatever big change is going on. It involves action, taking action. It involves guilt. It involves a decision that you've made, which isn't that clean. It is clean, really, but you're making it muddy. Let me know. Dawn of Cups. Curiosity. Be curious. Discover where you're headed with all of this. Be more innocent. I mean, you are innocent. Know you're innocent, and just it's okay for you to have made this decision. So think of your yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready, because your answer is yes. That's a yes. That's the green light. So go for it. Whatever it is that you're doing, go for it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click that like button down there. While you're down there, leave me a comment as well. Love hearing from you. Tend to get back to all of you as well, most of you anyway. And don't forget to click on that sabotage. No, don't click on the sabotage button. Click on the subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Have the best new moon ever. Don't forget, I've got some reduced price new moon readings. There might be some left anyway on my website, behealing.com. But I will see you tomorrow. Bye.